So now that we have actually noted down the most viral videos of our niche, it is actually time to leverage ChatGPT, input the information that we have extracted from these viral videos to ChatGPT and start decoding a viral formula that we will be leveraging to create the scripts for our new faceless videos. This will set the perfect foundation for us before we even start scripting the videos, and of course way before we start generating the content itself and the voiceovers, right? Because we need to have a correct formula in which we can build upon when creating our faceless content. And we do this with correct research. And this second installment of the research, let's say, part of this course concludes this, again, research that we do for our content. So let me show you exactly how to take this information that we have extracted from these viral videos, input it to GPT, and create the so-called viral formula with those super cool and useful prompts that I'm also going to be giving you for free with this course right here. So let's see what we have done up until this point and how we can actually use GPT to 10x our output with our work. So in the previous lesson, we pretty much identified viral patterns manually. And here's the thing with GPT. It cannot read, it cannot view short form content by itself. So we need to describe what is happening in the short form content. And this is exactly what we did, right? For example, in the niche of tennis, we analyzed the hook, right? We analyzed the, again, if it's text or visuals, what's happening in the first second. We break down the structure of the video, right? And then we also broke down the length and the pacing. And we did this also in the niche of psychology. Now, in your case, right, in which you probably know like which niche you're going to be targeting up until this point, what I would do if I were you is that I would just use one niche, right? So, for example, let's use niche tennis, right? And just note down the length, the pacing, the structure breakdown, and the hook analysis of as many viral videos in your niche you can. So do not mess with multiple niches. Now, in the case of this demonstration right here, we will be like using data from multiple niches because, again, the viral effect applies into multiple niches. It doesn't need to be on one niche. But in your case, if you've already concluded to the niche that you want to be using and the niche that you want to infiltrate, then just note down as much information as you can from as many viral videos as you can from this niche. This is how you will be able to extract the most accurate information on what makes a video go viral in your niche. So again, choose a niche, note down as many videos as you can, and start decoding and breaking down as many videos as you can from this niche. On top of that, I'm going to give you a bonus tip here, right? I noted down, right, a very short amount of information, actually. So in your case, I want you to be analyzing deeply each video because this is how ChatGPT works. The more information you give to this AI and to this language model, the better information and the most accurate information you're going to be getting out of it. So for example, in the what's in the first second doing, I want you to add as much information as possible. And this also applies to every single, again, point that we have here. So let's actually go ahead and input this to GPT. And there are two ways to input this information to ChatGPT. The first one is to save this as a PDF document and drag and drop this PDF document to ChatGPT. The second one is to just literally copy everything, right? So I'm copying everything, all of our niches, right? And I am copying it right here. So it's just copied. And we can use this prompt right here. Analyze these, again, viral examples and extract the formula behind them, right? To start off with. So I'm going to be pasting all of the data that we, again, noted down from our research. And I'm going to be copying this prompt right here. So I don't want to create the 10 new content ideas. For now, I just want to analyze these viral examples and extract the formula behind them, right? So let's see what GPT will give us. Give it 1 second. It's super like straightforward. And here it is. Below is the clean distilled viral formula extracted from the two examples you analyzed. One from tennis highlights and one from psychology narratives, right? So even though they're different niches, both viral examples follow the same underlying framework that you can now use as a template for any faceless content, right? So let's see. The viral hook, right? Both examples use a hook that does three things. Clear on-screen title, right? Dual sensory trigger. And this is something that we also discovered together in the previous lesson, right? The fact that we also were able to point this out. For example, in the case of tennis, we have extended grunts. In the case of psychology, right? If you prefer spending your birthday alone in the middle of the screen. Now imagine you've done this into 10 niches and 20 different niches, and you've noted down the most viral videos of 20 different niches. You have a bigger pool of data to give to ChatGPT to, again, have a more, let's say, a better short form viral formula. On top of that, we also had curiosity and emotional combination. So both of these niches, both of these viral videos combine curiosity, what is this, and emotion, excitement in sports, relatability in psychology. So again, the hook should provoke both curiosity and an emotional micro reaction. Then story structure, how the video progresses. Both examples follow a repetitive mini story arc. For example, setup, pattern, payoff. Setup is the first frame that sets the topic in both examples. Then we have pattern repetition, grunts in tennis, and quick scene changes in psychology. And then a payoff moment when the point ends in tennis and the final conclusion of narration happens in psychology. So you can see how informative this interaction that we're having with ChatGPT is right now. And it's something that I really suggest you to do as a soon-to-be faceless content creator, right? And we can do, for example, again, we can analyze patterns in the tennis and psychology example patterns, right? Length and pacing formula, like both examples show slow to medium pacing that works when the story is clear, right? But they're not ultra fast edit, but the brain stays engaged because in tennis we have variation in action clips. In psychology, we have new image and new sentence every 1 to 4 seconds. Now, ChatGPT also gave us the final viral template, if you will, which is a hook template, a storyline template, and with a payoff moment and a text and caption behavior, and also an audio formula. So it gave us actually more that we could ask for. But I also want to use this prompt right here, and afterwards we're going to be using this prompt to create a reusable script from this viral formula. So I actually want to further, let's say, tweak and give this prompt to ChatGPT, and I would suggest you do the same thing. You can download, again, this whole page right here with all of the prompts that we used in this course from the description of this course, right? So I want you to copy, paste this prompt right here, and actually give this prompt to ChatGPT to make it more of a professional, if you will, on extracting the viral formula from any faceless video. So let's actually read this prompt. You're an expert viral content analyst. I will give you my manual breakdown of a faceless viral video, including its hook structure, storyline pattern, pacing, timing, visual structure, and any other relevant observations. Your job is to extract the underlying viral formula, explain why this formula works, name the formula with a short, memorable title, convert the formula into a reusable template with fill-in-the-blank fields, provide 3 variations of the template, list the psychological triggers you used, right? Do not rewrite the original video, instead decode its structure and generalize it. So this is also, again, a prompt that you could have given in, let's say, compared to this prompt right here. So if you don't want to use this prompt, analyze these viral examples and extract the formula behind them, you can also use this prompt and then paste your breakdown exactly as we did. The result from this prompt would be a bit better, but I'm not doing it because right now ChatGPT did an awesome job giving us the formula. So now that I think that we don't need to actually input this prompt because ChatGPT is already prompted, right, on analyzing the viral examples and extracting the viral formula, we're definitely going to be using the second prompt now that we have actually extracted the viral formula. And this second prompt right here, the prompting to generate a reusable script template, is super important because we need actually, obviously, a script template before we move into generating the script of our niche. So that's what's going to be happening in the next lesson of this course. In the next lesson, we're going to be using the second prompt right here to take this viral short form formula and actually generate a script template that we can be using for all of our videos, regardless of which niche we target with our faceless content. So the next lesson is going to be your first step into actually starting to create the templates of your faceless content. I'm super excited to have you here, and I'm going to see you in that lesson.